Road running shoe. This is the most common type of running shoe in the world, designed for pavement, sidewalks, and consistent flat surfaces. Road running shoes prioritize cushioning and forward momentum. The sole is relatively smooth, with just enough texture to grip asphalt. Most everyday runners never need anything beyond this category. Brands like Nike, Adidas, and Asics have built entire product lines around road running, each offering variations in cushioning thickness, heel drop, and upper construction. The goal is always the same: absorb impact, mile after mile, and keep the foot moving efficiently. Trail running shoe. Where road shoes are built for predictability, trail shoes are built for the opposite. Uneven terrain, loose rocks, mud, and roots demand a completely different sole pattern. Trail running shoes use aggressive lugs, raised rubber knobs on the bottom, to dig into soft ground and maintain grip on unstable surfaces. The upper is typically more reinforced to protect against sharp rocks and debris. Many trail shoes also include a rock plate, a thin layer of rigid material built into the sole that prevents sharp objects from pressing into the foot. Brands like Salomon and Hoka have become particularly well known for their trail-specific designs. Stability running shoe. Not every runner's foot moves the same way. Some people overpronate, meaning their foot rolls inward excessively during each stride. Stability shoes are designed to correct or reduce that motion. They use denser foam or structured support elements along the inner edge of the midsole to guide the foot into a more neutral position. For runners who experience knee or hip discomfort linked to their gait, a stability shoe can make a significant difference. Podiatrists and running store specialists often recommend gait analysis before suggesting this category, since wearing a stability shoe without needing one can cause its own problems. Motion control shoe. This type takes stability one step further. Motion control shoes are built for runners with severe overpronation or flat feet who need maximum structural support. They are typically firmer, heavier, and less flexible than other running shoes. The reinforcement along the arch and inner heel is more pronounced, and the overall construction is designed to limit excessive foot movement throughout the entire stride. They are less common than standard stability shoes and not suited for everyone, but for runners who genuinely need that level of control, they can reduce strain significantly over long distances. Neutral running shoe. The neutral shoe is built for runners whose feet follow a relatively straight, efficient path with each stride. There is no extra support structure built into the midsole. Instead, the focus is entirely on cushioning and a natural feel. Many experienced runners with strong foot mechanics prefer neutral shoes because they allow the foot to move freely. The Brooks Ghost and the Nike Pegasus are two of the most recognized neutral road shoes, both known for their consistent performance and broad appeal across different runner types. Minimalist running shoe. The minimalist shoe emerged from a broader movement questioning how much technology a running shoe actually needs. These shoes are thin, lightweight, and designed to let the foot function as naturally as possible. Heel drop. The height difference between the heel and the toe is very low or zero. The idea is that the foot should land closer to its natural position, engaging more of the muscles in the foot and lower leg. Vibram 5 Fingers became one of the most recognizable minimalist designs, though the category includes many less extreme options. Transitioning into minimalist shoes requires time, as muscles and tendons need to adapt gradually. Maximalist running shoe. Sitting at the opposite end of the spectrum, maximalist shoes are defined by an unusually thick midsole. They offer extreme cushioning, often double or triple the foam height of a standard shoe. Hoka is the brand most associated with this category, having introduced the concept around 2010. Despite their bulk, maximalist shoes are often surprisingly lightweight due to the materials used. Ultramarathon runners and older athletes who want to reduce joint impact over very long distances have driven much of the demand for this style. What once looked unconventional has become one of the fastest growing segments in running footwear. Racing flat. Speed is the only priority here. Racing flats are stripped down to the bare minimum. Lightweight materials, minimal cushioning, and a low profile designed to bring the runner as close to the ground as possible. They have been used by competitive runners for decades, particularly in track events and road races. Modern racing flats have evolved significantly with the introduction of carbon fiber plates embedded in the midsole. Nike's Vaporfly series brought this technology into the mainstream, and studies showed measurable improvements in running economy for athletes wearing them. The controversy around carbon-plated shoes eventually led World Athletics athletics to establish regulations around sole thickness in competitive racing. Spikes. Track and cross-country racing takes footwear in a different direction entirely. Spikes are shoes fitted with metal or ceramic pins on the sole that grip the track surface or ground with precision. Different events use different spike configurations. Sprinters use more aggressive setups with spikes positioned near the toe, while distance runners use a lighter, more evenly distributed arrangement. Cross-country spikes are designed for grass and mud, with longer pins to penetrate soft ground. Spikes are not meant for casual wear or warm-up runs. They are race day tools, worn for short bursts of high-intensity performance, where every fraction of a second matters. Cross-training shoe. These shoes are built for the gym floor, not the road. Cross-training shoes have a wide, flat base that provides stability during lateral movements, weightlifting, and high-intensity workouts. Unlike running shoes, which are designed to move forward, cross-trainers need to handle side-to-side motion without the foot rolling over the edge of the sole. The cushioning is firmer and less compressible, which is actually intentional. A soft foam midsole that works well for running becomes unstable when a person is pressing weight overhead or jumping laterally. Nike's Metcon and Reebok's Nano became the defining models of this category, largely driven by the growth of CrossFit and functional fitness training. The outsole is typically flat with moderate grip, suitable for both smooth gym floors and short outdoor sprints. Cross-trainers sit at a practical middle ground, not specialized enough to replace a dedicated running shoe or weightlifting shoe, but versatile enough to handle most gym-based workouts in a single pair.